drop the homeworld too low on population. It's about as far as I'm willing to go. And go grab this spot right here. So what the, by the way, so there's that culture relic. We get plus 10% influence growth in every colony at Starbase, and we don't have to do anything. So that's pretty nice. Oh, the dropped offline for a second. Sorry about that. On my end, nothing happened. Interesting. On my end, absolutely nothing happened. So sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Alrighty. Let's build another constructor, because I don't know if we're going to need to build another. Are there any other research, any other relics out there we want to grab? Those are the first thing you want to get. I don't see any other relics on the map. A lot of Durantium everywhere. But it's never bad to have a few constructors. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's actually start filling out the other stuff here in the capital. Go back to social manufacturing for a change. Alrighty. Yeah, so start getting stuff like hospital, farm, etc. Let's see, do we get any bonuses? No, everything's military here, so that's kind of annoying. Anyway, so hospital and farm, put them down. We don't need, these things only cost 30 production, so we'll go 30 production and put the rest in research. That should still be a one-turn build in Thalan. Yep, still a one-turn build. Okay. And the other planet, Baba Yetu, which was sending its production off, can also put it back to social. So now we're not building anything, but that's fine. Twitch, yeah, Twitch does that kind of stuff sometimes. All right, so Dirty Tech has built 2 factories, and now yeah, look at the approval. Approval's terrible. Look at this. Look at the negative effects it has. This is why you don't want to have bad morale, but we can't solve that just yet. So, let's see. Growth is not good. Let's get the hospital and farm up, and we want to put them next to these buildings, because this gives a bonus to the Monsatium deposit, gives a bonus to the food building, so we'll do that. And I need Xenocommerce to finish because it should not take, yeah, 8 turns. Where's my planet that's actually building research labs? Yeah, that all looks good. I probably have the homeworld, after it finishes some of this stuff, just finish that tech so I can build more, actually get some morale stuff going. Does Baba Yetu have an Italian boot? I think it looks like, yeah, wow, that does look a lot like Italy. Definitely. You're right, not Spambot, it does look like Italy. Huh. So, apparently nothing too important is in the notifications. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate that it got interrupted there. What the heck is this? Scout ship? Survey. Oh, that's their starting survey ship. I was like, what is that? Alright, so 1. Oh, look. The pirates can't hit me, even though I can move, like, really close to them. Oh. Hello, we just found another planet. Okay. Oh, wow, and it's a ghost world with plus 50% research. Holy cow. That's awful nice. Alright. Well, we're going to grab that world, too. I think I want to grab this planet first, because it's a little bit more exposed. Alright, let's do it. So there was another planet out there. And we'll have that next turn. And then that will increase the range of my censorship, which will be able to run off in this direction. Nice. Boy, we're grabbing everything on the map. So, oh, the overflow went into a constructor. Should have put it into the colony ship. Alright, so we need to build the colony ship. Slot that up in the queue. Alright. So back here. Yeah, sorry. Grabbing colonies claims precedence over everything else. So turn off research, back to manufacturing. And that'll take 3 turns, but I think that's okay. I don't think that planet's going to be grabbed by anybody in 3 turns. I sure hope not. I think it's reasonably safe. I don't think the Yor can get up there quite yet. Yeah, class 10's not bad. That's pretty good for a... Ghost worlds tend to be small from what I've seen. Well, that means Xenocommerce is going to take forever to finish. Yeah, 500 turns, because there are no planets researching right now. It's not really Xenocommerce that we want. The tech we actually want is this one, supportive population. I mean, we do want Xenocommerce, but the +4 morale on every planet is the one we really want. Still, we, like I said, the most important thing is to claim the planets before they're all taken. That's the biggest thing. You might as well check out to see if there's anything over here. Another Durantium. So isn't it funny that I grabbed this planet here before I grabbed this planet right here? Game does some silly things sometimes. Anyway, there might even be more down here at the extreme bottom of the map. I actually thought I was close to the bottom of the map with this ship, but apparently I'm not. Apparently there's more down here. I didn't even realize the map kept going down further to the south. I mean, not much further to the south, but it does. Still, the fact that I got this planet is pretty disgusting. Like, literally on the other side of the galaxy. And, yeah, this game sets up really well. Yeah, 2 more turns for the colony ship as expected. Alright, that's fine. I can even do a little scouting with this ship before I grab this planet. Because I got so many moves. I don't even need them all. Alright. So we need... I'll grab one of those other names. There were some good names back there in the chat a minute ago. What was the other one we liked? People were saying yellow for that. I like the name Havana. Just... It's kind of random, but why not? Havana the Ghost World. Yeah, this is a good world. So we got a lot of good research planets. Like, a lot of good researching planets. Alright, the terrain has proved very challenging for a conventional ground vehicle. Some colonists have begun capturing and taming a hardy local species of marsupial. They're well suited, blah blah blah. What do you want to do with them? This is shockingly primitive, disrespectful of the rights the beasts have, and looks silly. End the practice at once. I wouldn't do that in real life, but we're on the benevolent path, and the approval bonus is very nice. Would the animals work harder if they were suffering? See if we can find a way to make the animals suffer. How is the AI supposed to counter the massive planet hogging? The AI is just supposed to colonize planets quickly with huge production bonuses. I think that's the logic anyway. So this should probably be a research planet again. Alright, ooh, and look at that. Huge approval bonus there. We'll definitely put an entertainment center there. This is a research bonus. Well, looks like we got another research planet. So put down 2 basic factories and we'll customize from there. Works for me. So a lot of these planets are just doing their basic infrastructure right now. Yeah, so like we got 1 factory here on Port Deed of Worms. That is a great name, by the way. And I'm assuming we can terraform. Yeah, so we're going to terraform this tile. We'll put the farm and the hospital here next to each other. So let's do that. Hospital, planetary soil, and then we'll put the farm on there. And I think we're going to use the rest for influence, just because. Why not? Alright, yeah, so you scout out to see if there's anything hidden here. Oh, wow, there's another planet here. Wow, okay. We just got to keep claiming all the planets. Jeez. Anyway, so now we have the extended range to move the censorship over here to the west because we colonized that planet. And we'll get to see what the Yor are up to. Jeez. So notice one of the bonuses they get here. Medium hull typically has 100 HP. They have 130, so that's a bonus they get on this difficulty. They get extra hit points on their ships. I'm going to be at a point where I can just outgrow the AI because I'm going to have so many more planets than them. This is getting disgusting, yeah. Size 14, another beautiful planet. Maybe this one will be a manufacturing center as well. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. So we're just eating up the whole galaxy right now. And again, it all goes back to the fact that we use those initial techs to grab... Oh, by the way, check out how awful my morale is. Look at this. So the way that they try to rein in expansion in this game is with morale penalties. The bigger your empire get, it's minus 0.2 per world. I have 7 colonies, so it's minus 1.4. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with this morale pretty soon. But for the time being, they can just live. They can just deal with it, basically. All right. Ooh. Well, if I hadn't already grabbed a bunch of colonies, I might take this one, but I think I want to go for... I think it's time to grab this so I can build the missionary centers. Because there aren't that many more planets I'm going to be able to grab, and I want to make sure I get this before I want to make sure I grab this one before I run out of free policies from colonizing worlds, so I do want to grab this one. I don't know where I'll go after that. Maybe down the morale path after that. We'll see. It depends on how much trouble I am with morale. It's like, that's really nice too, but I don't know. Not sure I want to go all the way down here. Influence is always great too. I don't know, I just like getting the influence stuff. This one can be really nice if you've got a lot of AI crap star bases in your territory. You just get all of them at once. Alright, yeah, we'll grab this so we can get the missionary center. So what the missionary center does, I'll show it right here. Boosts a planet's influence, generates 1 benevolent ideology point every 10 turns. So each one grants a 1/10 of a point per turn. So if you build them all, if you build like 5 or 6 of these, you start the benevolent culture, trickles in over time. The main reason why I like these, the missionary center, is you see how it has the +2 levels to approval? Big bonus if you put this next to a morale building. 2 extra levels of the morale building. So that's why I tend to like these. Pair them with a morale building and it does good stuff. Alright, so it's still the same turn. Still 2 more turns there. Okay. This is the little scout ship. Has done almost nothing the entire game. So we need a colony ship for here, and then we need another colony ship for up here, and they're both great planets. Or maybe this will be a wealth planet too. Just build all the wealth buildings here, and it'll provide enough money to pay for the entire civ. Because we will have to start paying for all this eventually. Jeez. So it's like all this in here, no planets, but near me, a lot of planets. The map has definitely been favorable to me in this game. So anyway, the AI will start moving its colony ships up here, because remember, they can see where all the colonies are, but I don't think they'll be able to get there in time. I think because these are in an isolated part of the map, I think I'll be able to claim them before the AI can. I certainly hope so. Oh, it's another pirate base. Guess what? This is my only ship that's armed, so I actually can fight these guys. That said, they're pretty well armed. I don't know. They're actually going to attack my ship next turn, because I stupidly ended it only 2 tiles away, which was very dumb. So in case that ship dies, I can fog bust with this ship. Censorships absolutely make scouts obsolete. 100%. Why would you scout with a tiny little ship? Oh, wow, there's even more planets over here. Okay, well, maybe we'll be going over here next then. Well, actually, we need to go here, so then we have the range to go here. Or these might be the veritable bridge too far. That's also possible. Jeez. Anyway, yeah, this is actually enough here that I am going to set this planet... Well, let's get another factory here. No. I'm going to need that for a morale building. Cancel. I'm going to need a morale building there for sure, because this planet's going to need it for happiness purposes. Yeah, so we'll do that. It's almost on the farm. I'm going to set this mostly to military. And then come back here next turn. Oh, it's not going to finish in 1 turn? Alright, I just want to finish this in 1 turn. See, it would be nice if it told you how much production you were missing. But no, the interface doesn't tell that. See, like, if it would just tell me 27 out of 30 Xenofarm, I could measure out how much I need. But no, we have to play a guessing game because the interface sucks in this game. Yeah, the interface is not good. Alright, so that gives us a little extra military production, because we're going to be, building these things for a while. I'm actually going to cancel this out of the queue, because I'm going to need more colony ships. Wait, what? Did I lose that production because I canceled it? Wow, that's pretty cruel. So I lost that production into the constructor? Wow, I didn't know the game worked that way. Anyway, we get 65 production per turn, so these colony ships cost what? 136? We can almost 2-turn them right now. Almost. Anyway, so what is this? 30 tech? Oh, yeah. This is the planet that's incredibly unhappy. I would build morale stuff, but I can't, so you know what? Maybe we just do research here. and actually finish these techs. Let's actually do that. And I'm gonna have McFly swap to research too after it finishes this lab. Let's actually finish Xenocommerce and then grab supportive population. So because we need to deal with these morale issues before the game gets much further. So what did we find? We found a class 11 planet and a class 8 planet. Cool. The first colony ship needs to grab this planet, so I have enough range to get over here. And there's a good chance the AI will grab one of these worlds, because they're definitely beelining their colony ships up here now. That's a constructor, not a cargo ship. Or a colony ship. Anyway, we will have combat. There's a good chance this ship's going to die, because I stupidly moved them next to the pirates. Those little pirate ships there. Well, we'll find out next turn. You don't control combat in this game. It's all... Oh, wait. What the... Wait, do we have a colony ship done? I didn't think we had one done. Oh, okay. This isn't a new turn, is it? Oh, no, it is a new turn. Okay. What the? They didn't attack. That was... Okay. So, there were no animations. None of the ships moved. What the heck just happened there? Did any of the AI ships move? I don't think the AI moved any of its ships that turn. But it's clearly a new turn. We have more research. We finished the colony ship. That was bizarre. This game's got some real bugs in it. Anyway, I'm going to put the minimum pop one here because Thalan is getting low on population. And it's going to have to service even more colony ships. So let's just get that out of the way. These planets will take a while to develop, but better that we have them than not have them. Alright, so there's the pirate thingamadoodle. You should go check out space junk. So why don't you do that? Where is some? There's some. Oh, it's a ship graveyard. That's fine. If it dies to the ship graveyard, who cares? So I do have to be careful with this colony ship that it doesn't end turn next to one of the pirate things. In fact, that's what this ship should probably do. Just fog bust for that. Actually, the scout ship can do that too. There's no weapons on it. Anyway, so yeah, here's the sensor ship. If you guys understand what happened on the inner turn, then you understand this more than I do, because I have no clue what just happened. Oh, never mind. This is the border of the map. Like, that's the edge of the map up there. So there's no point in scouting further because we can't see anything else. So there's that Iconian colony ship. I'm sure it's moving up towards these colonies. Not going to get there, though. Baba Yetu. Baba should be sending all its production to build colony ships faster. There we go. All 12 of its production. Okay. And McFly, do research. Alright, Atlantis has built one factory. Which one is Atlantis again? Oh, okay. We'll use this for research as well. What planet class is this? Do we want 2 factories? No, I think we'll go with 1 factory for the time being. It's not a ton of production, but we'll... Actually, let's get a second basic factory. I can always remove this and replace it later on. You can always tear down factories later, but we do need that. We do want that social manufacturing. Okay, so Xenocommerce will finish in 2 turns. We have 2 planets doing research. Not building infrastructure, by the way, but... And we've got another colony ship queued up. I will probably try to grab one of these 2 planets with it, but we will see. We shall see. Alright, now the AI actually moved its stuff. That turn they did. So yeah, let's... Actually, this is not the worst place for the censorship to camp out, because what I want to spot is any ships moving up here to grab these planets. I can fog bust for the colony ship pro. So let's do that. Oh, it's already out of movement points. Okay. Where's that pirate base again? There it is. Okay. So I want to grab this planet, the class 14 Paradise. I can't get there this turn, so let's just get there next turn. Alright, that's fine. It can reach that tile next turn. I think this pirate fleet would probably kill the survey ship, so just keep that away. Alright, so this is a weaker pirate fleet. Let's watch this. Yes, the sensor could go down there. That's a good point, Ro. That is a good idea. Alright, so little space battle here. You can highlight the enemy ships to see how much damage they're taking. You can also highlight our ship to see how much damage it's taking, which is not a lot. So did we kill the first ship yet? It's almost dead. Alright, now it's dead. So that's good. Obviously when the ship's dead it can't attack anymore. Cuts their attack in half. I don't know what's going on. So there's a way to like do... Where's the free camera mode? I don't know how to control it though. Oh yeah, here we go. Cinematic. Here's where you can control the camera. See, I don't know how to do that though. So just go back to... Let's go to the cinematic. Oh, and it also tells you the power level at the top. So they did a fair amount of damage, but we should get whatever the reward is for... what do we get? A single intact defender. So we got another ship, I guess. Oh, we have an actual military ship. Okay. Another ship with weapons. Interesting. This one only has 3 moves, though, so it's kind of sucky. Maybe we'll merge these two together and kill these pirates. I don't know. Not really that useful. Oops. Yeah, this thing's not really that useful, but whatever. Alright, these ships have 2 moves, right? Not 3. Alright, Diet of Worms. Oh yeah, we wanted... So we terraformed. So we used our terraforming here, and then we'll use it for the farm. This will be a level 4 farm. Let's see, because it gets a bonus from the hospital, it gets a bonus from being next to the Monsatium deposit, which is pretty funny. And by the way, just having this resource is +1 food on every planet. That's quite good. Quite good there. Diet of Worms, look at that. Diet of Worms. Alright, so we will get Xenocommerce at the end of this turn. And we should build another colony ship at the end of this turn, too. And I'll just queue up another one, because why not? Alright. Cancel that. Alright. Oh, we need a new name for a planet. That's right. You guys have any suggestions for this one? This is the Paradise World. The size 14... Oh, wow. Influence bonus. That's nice. Let's see. Ruins. The primitive species that occupy the planet were once far more technologically advanced. Accidentally ruined... How do you accidentally ruin your civilization? Oh, in some kind of nuclear war. Okay. Ruined cities dot the planet. They most likely contain valuable resources, but the natives regard them as sacred. Blah, blah, blah. Pragmatic will definitely be, yeah, we're going to respect the ruins, set them off limits for development, and of course Malevolent will be, that's a real shame and we promise to feel bad about it when we're throwing everything through the recyclers. Influence is always nice. I like getting influence bonuses. So this is a big, big planet. I think we might just use this for wealth. It has an adjacency bonus to wealth right there too. So that's kind of nice. But if you guys want to rename this one, we certainly can. Still, first of all, as usual, it's going to have to get some basic factories up. It's got a nice population farm bonus. We'll put the farm and the hospital here, maybe morale stuff up here, and then everything else is pretty free to be used for whatever we want. We definitely want 2 factories here. Again, I'm thinking use this planet for wealth, because it doesn't lean towards anything in particular, so, you know, why not? Enemy starbase down there, yep, looks like it. And that's fine. I said I was going to use this planet for influence anyway. By the way, this is something I hate. I really hate that they can put starbases down in your territory. I know people are like, well, it's not territory, it's influence, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, okay, yeah, but you know what? They still shouldn't be able to do that. So, yeah, we'll fill out the last 2 spots with influence. I can just do that right now, actually. Well, one of them needs to be morale. It's just stupid that they can do that. The Great Money Bin. That's a good name. We'll just go with Money Bin. That's easy to remember. So yeah, it's pretty stupid that they can do that. I'll probably have to put an influence starbase down here too to help counter that, just because there's a lot of Iconian influence in the area. By the way, they're going to hate me. What are we looking at in terms of power? Look at this, I'm actually first in power. This is the second highest difficulty. To be already that high in power is pretty good. So what's the... Why is it flashing? Oh, Iconia built a starbase in our territory. Yep. Sucks. Anyway. So now the big one, the one that we really want, is supportive population. This is like the key tech in the early game. First you need the techs that give you extra movement, and then afterwards this is the key tech. Because +4 morale in every world is... this is so overpowered, I don't know why they haven't nerfed this yet. It would be great if it was +2. It would be good if it were I would still pick this if it were +1. To be +4 is just ludicrous. I mean, it's like, oh, 10% more wealth on every planet. Wow, okay. Or 1 trade route. That's like 5 gold per turn. Or I can get +4 morale on every planet. It's like, who thought this up? And that's really the shame of this game, because it's like the framework of a truly great game and then just poor balancing. Like, the game is just not very well held together. It's such a shame, because this could be a great game, and it's just not, unfortunately. Well, anyway, as expected, these colonies are now in range from colonizing the Great Money Bin. So this colony ship that we just finished can go over there. And poor Thalan. Look at poor Thalan. I've hit this planet for so much population with all these colony ships. And I don't know which one we want to go to. We'll just race in that direction and see. Again, I want to be a little bit careful because of the stupid pirates in this area. Look how fast they move. It's like, yeah, there's still an Iconian colony ship making its way up here, but it's going to take forever to get there. Alright, yes, I wanted to watch and spot anyone coming in this direction from the AI, just to give me an idea. I don't know if I can do anything about it, but at least to give me an idea of where they are. I don't see any your colony ships on their way up here. The AI is too busy building stupid star bases, I guess. Something like that. So how long is this tech going to take? 4 turns? It says 4, it might take 3. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, this ship needs to heal. So ships heal automatically in this game. I think they heal 1 hit point per turn out in the open, and then it's like 4 HP per turn at a colony. So we'll just have this one heal. This ship can just chill. I might as well form these together into one. Now the scout is unarmed, but it does, at least it's a target to shoot at in battle. Hey, might as well. Alright, Atlantis got its factories done. Atlantis we wanted to use for research, right? These 2 planets here. I mean, most of them are being used for research. McFly is. I'm going to be doing research right now, which is fine. Once we get supportive population done, we'll go back to building infrastructure down there. But yeah, Atlantis. You know what? Screw it. The best thing I can do is solve my morale issues. Let's just have this planet do research too. Get this done faster. 3 turns, hopefully. Yep. Alright, Havana. Other basic factories. So after we finish this tech, we're not going to be doing any research for a while, because we're going to be building infrastructure everywhere. Like, there's no point in jumping ahead to tier 2 infrastructure if we don't even have tier 1 infrastructure. Right now, we need to get the morale fixed on these planets, and that's what supportive population is going to do. Do you need to take the star bases out? Nope, you can generally ignore star bases. Like this one, what this one's doing is, they put it down because there's a thulium resource here, and they want that thulium resource. That's what this one's doing. And starbases provide they provide influence, and they give you like a range. They serve as planets for the purposes of range, but like you don't have to kill them. Now, if I don't want them to have that thulium, I have to kill that resource, but otherwise it's not a big deal. It's more annoying than anything else. Mostly I just want to be able to push back against their influence. Oh wait, what's that? Actually, before building the consulate, I should build the entertainment center first, because that's more important. That'll solve the approval problem here. So we'll do that. And by the way, you get an influence bonus for having high morale anyway. It's plus 25% for having high morale, so that'll help. High morale basically helps everything. That's why you want to have high morale. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record at this, but it's very important. All right, there we go. So let's keep the censorship here. I can see everything in your territory. I can see any colony ships coming this way. The only thing I guess I might not see if there's trying to slip one up here, but I can always divert a colony ship there if I have to. All right. Now the annoying thing is there's like this pirate base sitting right on my path that leads past here. All right, 6 moves left. Those are still 2 moves, right? Yeah. One, 2. All right, no, still not in range. There's a pirate base here somewhere, but I wasn't able to spot it, so I should be okay. And we're going to go straight for that planet next, Conrad III. Seriously, I think I'm going to end up with... If I get these, I'll have 11 planets, and the AI is all going to be sitting on like 2 or 3 each. That's a huge advantage. Considering how many bonuses they get, that's really ridiculous. They should not be getting outmoved by me. Definitely not. 2 turns remaining. All right. But if they're not good at if they're not good at expanding, oh crud! See, I didn't cancel. See, if I had canceled the order, it would have popped out on this tile. It pops out on the wrong tile. That's okay. We just have to waste 3 movement, and we need 1 more colony ship, and then that'll be the last one, I think. But I don't see any AI ships going up there. I don't know what they're doing. Like, why are the UR not building colony ships? They have to know there's a planet right there. Like, what are they doing? I don't know. Doesn't make sense. I'm not moving the censorship as long as these planets are up for grabs. Alright, Havana. Got the factories down. Where is Havana? Oh, it's up here? Oh, this is the Ghost World. Okay. So this is definitely a research planet. Alright, I'll put down the entertainment center first, even though I don't think it's necessarily going to need that, but that'll take care of that for the time being. How do you discover a supportive population? That's a very good question. A very good question. Alright, get over there. Oh, it's so nice having fast ships. Speed really is such an important thing in this game. Okay, there's the pirate base. Alright. I'll just sit here, out of range. How's this ship healing up? The Thalans get a bonus to ship healing, too. I should be able to kill this little stack of 4 ships when the survey ship's healed. I can move these 3 ships together and they'll be able to kill it, but I don't want to push it while the survey ship's still damaged. Yes, that's right. It's right there. Near Money Bin and near Havana. Alright, so this is going to be major infrastructure stuff. Oh, look at this, the new ship. Up. They're trying to merge them together. They did merge them together. That's a shame. Would have been nice to pick off that ship when it was by itself. Yeah, so still nobody going for these planets. That's incredible. The AI is usually pretty good about colonizing planets. Like, they do definitely build colony ships. I think the Yor are just not building them for whatever reason. They've got their homeworld, and that might be it. I don't even know if well, they might have another planet over here. There's a little bit more of them. I don't know if you can see on the minimap, but there's like a little space in the south that I haven't explored. Anyway, though, we got our key tech. We got supportive population, morale +4. Really, really crucial. And next up, I'm going to grab the tech I've passed up so far, which is unique to the Thalans. This is not in anyone else's tech tree, and that is the Hive building. I've highlighted here. The Hive is a unique building that is +4 base production, or +4, what is it? +4 raw production. That's really, really, really good. Raw production is not like +4 hammers or whatever you want to call it. Raw production is the base thing that everything gets influenced by. This is what your population produces. So it's like having +4 population. You want a hive on every single planet. There is no reason not to build one. It's just insanely good. But we don't need to push for that right away. What we need to do is have planets that were on infrastructure get back to doing that. Thala is building its last colony ship. Baba Yetu. So like this is what we've gotten with our morale bonus. Now the planet's happy, somewhat happy. See how it's at 4.9? Notice that the supportive population is pretty much carrying that +4. It like doubled what we had here. So this is fine for right now. Oh, and you see the high approval bonuses. Again, I've gone on morale, morale, morale. Well, plus 25% growth, plus 25% influence, plus 25% raw production. That's, again, that's not production, that's not manufacturing, that's raw production, that's everything. Raw production is literally everything that the colony does. It's a pretty huge deal. Unknown to Sullla, every unseen tile in your space contains a size 20 world. I certainly hope not. So yeah, the morale is crucial, but it won't be happy for much longer, see, because it's only going to be happy for a short while longer. So we do need an entertainment center, and I'm going to put it on the last tile available. Not a great one, but I'm going to put it down there. So the entertainment center will keep this planet happy, or happier. So stop spending on military, start spending on social, and let that entertainment center get built. See, the homeworld went up to 100% morale too, which is great. Improves our manufacturing because the base, you know, it increases that raw production figure, which is the crucial one. All right, so there, McFly, stop doing research, go back to infrastructure. We're just going to kill research for the time being to build infrastructure stuff. Okay, we want to get, or would it be used? Actually, you know what? It might be useful to have one planet doing research. This planet. This way we could trickle in some techs. It's got 3 research labs. It's good on pop, it's good on morale. Yeah, well, McFly can do research while other planets do infrastructure. That would be kind of useful to have. Okay, so this planet is still not happy even with supportive population. So we definitely need to get an entertainment center down somewhere. I think I'm going to put it down. Well, where is Dirty Tech, first of all? Where is this planet? That's in the center of the galaxy, right? Yeah, okay. So because there's a bonus to influence here, I'm going to use, I'm going to put a consulate down here. Again, it's in the middle of the galaxy. It'll be useful to get more influence. So we use influence there. Let's put the entertainment center up here. I can later use terraforming to grab this tile, and then put the, what is it? What's it called? Missionary center next to it. So we need to stop research. Start doing manufacturing. And the entertainment center will be a fast build. That'll take us to 100% morale temporarily. And then that'll get us the 100% plus 25% everything. So again, hospital plus 100% morale, or yeah, hospital plus full morale typically would double the growth rate, but because of that infertile penalty, it doesn't do that. I have to get the tier 2 hospital, so that will be a strong motivating factor to get to the tier 2 hospital. All right, Deed of Worms built its entertainment center. Yeah, look at this. Now it's very happy for the time being. So like this will solve morale once we hit about size 10 on population. See how this keeps us happy to like approval rating 8. So it'll keep us happy for a while, but we'll have to come back and get more additional morale stuff after that. But yeah, we'll build the consulate, and I don't know, have this planet maybe do some light research or something after that. I don't know. I'd like to terraform this planet, but I've already used my terraforming here. And then, yeah, Atlantis is just getting started. It's building, well, actually, it just finished building its second factory. Let's build the farm and the hospital down here. And then Atlantis, boy, wow, Atlantis could really use terraforming right. Yeah, great. Like right here, because then I can get adjacency bonuses. Atlantis can do a ton of terraforming long term. But yeah, put terraforming down here and then just put all these get adjacency bonuses here. And Havana's just getting started. It's on the entertainment center. We'll let that finish. And I don't... Do I want to go hospital farm next? I don't know. It might be better just to put research buildings down. I don't need the hospital or the farm just yet. Money bin is just getting started, and then we're back to Thala again. Okay. So yeah, looking good, looking good. So we've basically mostly stopped research for the time being. Well, one planet's on research. Oh, I gotta pick the tech. No, I want Hives tech, man. I want Hives. Won't hear people saying that too often. Yeah, I know that one planet's doing research. Oh, wait, Atlantis is on research? Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow, thank you. I did not catch that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I want this planet to work on infrastructure. Good points. Thank you, David. So that will slow down how the time for Hives tech. 5 turns. That's okay. We do want that tech, though. And, yeah. Idle ship. Okay, please don't attack me. Please don't attack me. Not quite done here. I think it's healing 5 HP per turn, so a couple more turns to get finished healing. Alright, you... So that base is right there, and it just popped out a ship, so shouldn't be sending one out anytime soon. Oh, we got a new planet this turn, too. Cool. Dimensional Hives, yeah. Arnhelm, because it might be a bridge too far, sure. Oh, wait, no, it needs... Oh, wait. Has this planet moved yet? Oh, no, it's already moved. Okay, next turn. Next turn. Yeah, I don't really understand. It's a sci-fi game. You don't need to try and make sense of it. Alright, so this is our last, final colony ship. Thalan can finally stop sending a gazillion people off-world. Oh, and I did it the stupid way with movement again, but such is life. Okay. Now it's time to... oh wow, hold on. No, they didn't combine these ships together. They moved the pirate ship separate. That's weird. Alright, anyway though. I'll put any overflow into a constructor. That's the most likely thing I'll build next. And yeah, it's time to actually build some infrastructure here on the homeworld, which it hasn't been doing, like, at all. The whole game thus far. So yeah, Xeno Farm. Actually, I don't even need that much. I only need 30 to finish this, so put the remainder into research. Always good to do. See, it's still a one-turn build. It will overflow, but it's worthwhile to do a little microing here in the early game, too. Alright. Now, you guys can't get attacked by... Don't want to get attacked by that fleet. That would kill my guys. I'd like to kill these small individual ships, but not fight the big one, if possible. I still do not see any colony ships heading in this direction, which is just weird. Alright. What was the name? We had Arnhelm? No. I can't spell. Leftover robots. Ooh, Benevolent gets research and influence bonuses versus tourism. Tourism kind of... Actually, all of these options are good. Pragmatic's good. Tourism kind of sucks in this game, but research and influence work quite well. Anyway, this planet was once the home of fairly advanced alien species that created some extremely long-lasting sub-sentient AI systems. Something you've done has triggered these systems, and now anyone who ventures outside the colony is at risk of attack from primitive robotic creatures. So long as we're sure they're sub-sentient, there's no harm in taking defensive measures to thin out the robots. Let's make sure to feel a little guilty about it. So everyone's going to kill the robots. Some of them are just more pleasant about it, or enjoy it more than the others. Malevolent wants to make a sport of killing the robots. Anyway, I always like these geothermal springs. They give you the manufacturing bonus. Ultra Spice. We already have Ultra Spices, but 2 of them do double the benefits. That's plus 10%. Yeah, look at that. See? Plus 10%. So we get plus 10% bonus. We actually have a lot of resources from all these planets. They really do add up over time. Alright, so turn off the auto upgrade, blah, blah, blah. This one's the bridge too far, right? So it gets what? Bonuses to... What were the bonuses on this world? Trade routes, social manufacturing, influence, research again. Yep, research again, leftover robots. Alright, this will probably be doing at least some research. Every planet does research. I mean, the way this game sets up is you don't really need many planets on wealth. 1 planet on wealth is enough to... Like, you only really need 1 planet on wealth for every 10 planets overall, is what I found. Like, 1 to 10 works pretty well. And you don't need a ton of production planets either, unless you really plan on doing a lot of fighting. I might want one more planet for shipbuilding, but I don't need a ton of them. Like, it might be useful to have some manufacturing down here, because Atlantis is in the center of the map. That could be useful. I don't know. But most of the planets on research really does seem to be the strategy for this game. And I still see nobody moving over here, so I think we're good to grab that planet. You know, this one goes here. Wow, look at that. Right past the pirates. And this one grabbed the last one up there, and yeah, we that should be good. Oh, that one's already moved. Cool. So we should get 11 planets. That's pretty darn nice. Alright, so we're actually getting 33 research. Wait, why are we getting... Oh, it's because the... I was like, why am I getting 33? It's because the home planet was getting some research in. Alright. Oh, yeah. I guess I didn't finish that turn. Okay, so Deed of Worms is done. This is a little planet. It's already finished its full infrastructure. So what can we do with a little planet like this? Put it on research. Why not? Oh, but we'll... I want one manufacturing, so I can do... Where is it? Oh, yeah, here it is. Cultural Festival. So that'll give me another 10% influence. The way that these things work, economic stimulus, cultural festival, is every one production gives you 10%. However, due to the way the game rounds, even one production, like we're getting right now, we have one manufacturing. That one manufacturing is still enough to get the 10%, and it's definitely worthwhile to do that. So yeah, we got a lot of influence bonuses here. Check out all that stuff. Snuggler Colony. What does Snuggler Colony mean? I don't even want to ask what that means. So yeah, we get quite a big influence bonus, and that's what we want because we're on the borders of Thalan space, not Thalan, Iconian space here. So that looks good. Havana is good on approval for quite a while. Now it's time to build its farm and hospital. No play. We're gonna put the research buildings over here. So let's put these things over here. Can I terraform? Yeah. We'll use terraforming here. Hospital. Or hold on. Yeah, hospital, farm. That'll work. There's a million ways you could do this. We'll put the farm here. I want them next to each other for the adjacency bonus. Yeah, every 10 production. I'm sorry, I said something. That's what I meant. You're right, David. All right. Yep, this ship. All right. Well, you know, I think it's time to start scouting because I really don't think anyone's going to grab those. Let's see what's hiding in the back of your space now that we've got the additional range. Well, it looks like they don't have a bunch of size 20 planets. They do have a economic relic back there. I don't know if they have another planet back here or not. They have a star base. That could be giving them their culture. But yeah, we'll creep. We'll see if there's anything down here, and then head off in this direction. I might want to get a star base somewhere over here just for range purposes. Always good to have the ability to hit your opponents. Like maybe just to grab that thulium, but mostly for range. That wouldn't be such a bad thing. Smugglers who made a typo. Something like that. Alright, this is... Okay, so this is not a planet. This is a galactic event. So this is just what do we want to grab. Trade income sucks because we're not even using trade income right now. I'll just grab the plus 20 benevolent. Anyway, trade secrets. One of our traders has been approached by representatives from an association of black market traders. They're offering us a wealth of insider information. We're not going to use any unfair advantage in trade. Jeez, the benevolent one is always such goody two-shoes. I would definitely not govern like this in real life. This is like a parody of like an extreme liberal progressive approach. And I suppose there are some people who are actually like this, but it's almost like a parody. Just as the malevolent is like a parody of someone who's like extremely militaristic. But it makes them amusing. We're certainly not going to give away our research, turn them away, and inform our neighbors of the possible security breaches. Honestly, in real life, if a trader approached me with like inside information and I was a leader of a country or a nation or whatever, I would absolutely use that. Why would you not? I mean, you'd just be an idiot. You know, you'd just be foolish if you were passing that up. I don't know. That's how I see it. You know, why not take advantage of what you can? Anyway, so I'm going to move up here. And again, I'm still trying to fight the 2 little ships without the 4 big ones. But if I move here, this ship will hit me and they'll die. so can't do that. Anyway, we've got colony ships to move. We'll get there next turn. Get there next turn, so just move up to the top side of the map where there's no danger. Stay away from those pirates. By the way, there's a pirate base right next to these two colonies, but they can't attack the colonies at all, only ships. So pirates are not that useful in this game. And by the way, because we've colonized so many planets, we've gotten a lot of ideology points. So, do we want to go the influence route? Do we want to go the morale route? Go the research route too, although I don't think the research route is all that good unless you get all the way to the end. Well, because I've taken points in these ones, I don't think I'm going to get to the morale one at the end. And if I can't get to this one, it's not really worth going down that tree. Maybe we just go for this one. Try to reach the class 16 planet, because that would be really nice. And I can even use this one, because I am about to colonize 2 planets. Yeah, sure, we'll go for this one. Every colony receives 1 additional tile, is pretty good too. Go down this route. Of course, I need 50 benevolent points to get this next one, so that'll take a long time, if ever. If I ever get there. Alright, homeworld finished its farm. It can grow all the way. So right now, what the homeworld needs to do is freaking grow. It's at pop 4 and it can get to pop 15. But as you can see, that's going to take forever to get there. Morale's good. We have terraforming available too. So what do we want? Well, let's get an entertainment center. Can I terraform? Oh, I was hoping I could terraform to connect this continent with this one. I'll probably put the terraforming here to get another factory down. In the meantime, though, let's get an entertainment center, and then we'll put one of those missionary centers next to it. Start getting the ideology points coming in. I can probably build 7 or 8 of those missionary centers and get points coming in at a pretty good rate. That'll take care of morale for a long time. And I can put I only need 30 manufacturing. I can put the excess in research. Actually, I'm at 30. Yeah, that works. And yeah, so we're almost done. We're 1 beaker short on the Hive tech. We'll want to get hives on every planet too. As I said, I love that name, hives. So Baba Yetu's built out its infrastructure as well, and it definitely needs this for infrastructure. Like I can probably replace the factory with a hive leader. Oh wait, no, we haven't used our terraforming yet. Cool, that's crucial. All right, so. Terraform this, and I'll use that for a hive, I think. How about the other planets? McFly is doing research, right? Yeah, that's the one planet doing research, aside from the capital. Sorry about Twitch lag. Yeah, I know it's pretty obnoxious. Dirty Tech put down an entertainment center, so it's good on approval for now. Have I used? No, I have not used terraforming here, so that's kind of useful. I'm going to make use of my influence 1 here to get a nice influence bonus. Put that down. Deed of Worms has nothing it can do. Deed of Worms needs more terraforming to be able to do much of anything. Unfortunately, it's pretty weak. And I think the other ones are just building infrastructure. Yeah, a lot of other immature planets. Baba Yetu got the Snugglers. Where is Baba Yetu? Right here. Where's the Snug? Is that what this thing is? Oh, that's it. Okay, so that's where it's coming from. So Snuggler Colony is a resource. These furry creatures are the dream pet for children in the galaxy. They're probably meant to be like the tribbles, basically. Okay. Alright, it's turn 25. I'm going to continue. I'm just going to get up and get a drink, and I'll be back in like 1 minute. So see you guys in a second. Alright. Hi, Destroyer Phoenix. The uniform is doing research. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not doing much. Yeah, sorry, I just got up for a second. That's true. It is trickling research. That's a good point, actually. Well, let's finish Hive Tech and go from there. Oh, yeah, and we have still have the scout ship to move. Sensor ship. Alright, so not too much there. There we go. We actually even got out of their territory. Are we going to get combat with the pirates? Nope, they just merged their ships together. Now I saw a ship poking around over here from the Iconians. I don't know if it's going to do anything though. But we're going to grab the last 2 planets. So guess what, guys? We need names for planets. We have 2 planets to grab here. So suggest a way. Well, let's grab the small one first, Conrad. But yeah, our last 2 planets here. So let's see what you can come up with. Ooh, Benevolent has a 20% approval penalty. That sucks. We're still going to take it because we want Benevolent points, but that sucks. Alright, High G Animal Racing. Colonists have taken to breeding and racing a local species of squat four-legged animals. Squat four-legged animals, a good adjective. Harsh gravity makes it particularly grueling, and footage of injured animals has caused animal rights activists around the galaxy to demand this barbaric practice be stopped, but it is popular in the local culture. We must do anything which even suggests cruelty to other... we must stop anything that even suggests cruelty to other forms of life. The people of this planet might be onto something. Let's export footage of this racing across our civilization so everyone can enjoy the excitement. It might provide a boost to tourism. Again, it's like a comically evil answer, and then pragmatic's always in the middle. Jurassic World, that's not a bad suggestion for this planet. Uh-oh, game froze again. The stream didn't crash. Alright. Gotta turn off the auto upgrade stuff. Okay. Once again, interface bugs out. We have to exit the screen. Jurassic World. And this planet has a nice approval bonus. Shield strength plus 5%. Okay, whoop-de-doo. I have no idea what we'll use this planet for. Something basic. So we use this for... I don't know. I'm not sure. I might not use that one. Well... I don't know. Maybe we'll still use it. I like to make use of those resources when I spot them. Alright, anyway, so we want to put down the factory. Wow, we don't have a ton of tiles to work with either, do we? It's a relatively small world. This would be a good tile to terraform because you get a lot of adjacency bonuses. Anyway, broadcast though, yeah. Well, we'll start with the factory. I think I might only want one. I think I only want one factory on this world because it's relatively small. One factory and then a hive because we just finished Hive Tech, and Hive's very nice. By the way, Hive Specialization's got some great stuff too. Look at this one. Increases the adjacency bonus of all improvements. That's not what's next. I think that's not what's... I don't know if this is what's next to the Hive or every adjacency bonus in the game. I'm not sure. But like all of these are quite good. Like making all stuff 20% cheaper to manufacture, that's nice, but the adjacency bonus of every like +1 is even better. Anyway though. So what do we want to grab next? That would be awfully good. But I think what I'm going to do, let's see, where's the one that gives plus food, +1 everywhere? What I really want is this, the one that gives the tier 2 hospital, because that will allow me to overcome the penalty that I have right now to growth, which is inbuilt to the Thalans. I really want to overcome that penalty. If I can get tier 2 hospitals, my planets will grow at double the rate they're growing. Right now they grow at 0.1 pop per turn. If I can unlock the tier 2 hospital, they'll grow at 0.2. That's double the rate. So that's a huge, huge difference. So I'm going to go in that direction. Out of these 3, I have to go through this tech to get there. +1 food is quite nice. Increase the population cap. This is, oh boy, do I want the 10% population growth. That could be very helpful too. Hold on, I got to think about this because I will want to get to 1 plus 150% population growth later on. Normally I take this one, but I'm trying to think about how I can overcome that pop growth penalty. Alright, I'm going to need to get to 150 later on. Because the tier 3 hospital, this one here, plus 100% growth, plus 25%. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to hit the next population tier. Well, at that point, but that's so deep in the tech tree, it's almost pointless. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get to the higher population growth. With that 30% penalty, it's just such a huge penalty. Normally you can get to plus 150%. Tier 3 hospitals 100, 25% from high morale, 5% adjacency bonus, that gets you to 130, and then there's some other stuff that put you over the top at 150. I don't think I can do that there, so I don't think I'm ever going to hit that point though with these guys, the Thalan, so I think I'm going to take the soil one as planned originally. Alright, anyway. Move away from these guys. Is that thing healed up yet? No, but it's getting close. Alright, so we'll go for that. I'm going to have to run through all my colonies in a minute. Yeah. Let's stay out of your space just to avoid annoying them.